Two birds, one throne.
Peanut, I have a good feeling about today. The sun is out, people are happy, the birds are singing. You see?
Beep. Attention 7 and 7 employees. Until further notice, Phil will be taking his annual vacation. Beep.
But we just got this memo indicating that annual vacations have been suspended.
Beep. That's where he wrote the memo. The following is a pre-recorded message from Phil Ken 7. Beep.
How long's the trip?
Annual means year, Birdman. Which is, I don't need to tell you, a sun-baked sybaritic cocoa butter slathered eternity. Meaning, I need someone to take over while I'm gone.
Yes?
While I leave my roost, I'll need someone powerful to occupy the perch. A cock of the walk, if you will.
Avenger?
Someone to keep this place soaring. To that end, I'll be handing over the reins for an entire year to everyone's favorite feathered fellow, Blue Falcone.
Falcone? What's he have that I don't?
Take a little look-see. Sexy accent, bikini moon timeshares in the Caymans, meaningful bond with Phil, and oh yeah, control over 7 and 7.
So, adios, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, dos Vidania, salute, and as they say in J-Town, sayonara.
You? Already? Where's Phil? Is this another trick?
I am afraid not, my feathered friend. But rejoice, for I am a beneficent ruler. You will see. Now, it is time for you to leave my presence.
Conversation with Blue Falcone. Leave, demand a raise. Let's give tribute.
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Claw. I mean, we may as well make the best of this, right?
Okay.
I have something for you.
Demand a raise? Well, we didn't really give him it.
Benevolentini ruler, huh? Then maybe you'd be willing to give a dedicated employee a bit of a raise.
All this I cannot do. But I can give you something.
Yes?
I give you... Make party!
We're retiring? Secret move unlocked? Oh, movie. Retirement party.
Fine. I'm leaving.
I regretfully accept your resignation.
I'm not quitting. I'm just leaving. Your office.
But you just tendered the resignation, no?
Tender? I didn't tender anything. What does that even mean? You can't tender things.
I can tenderize anything.
I'm leaving. But not quitting.
Well, we got a location. Gift.
Oh, and the little note says to Harvey Birdman, how nice. Thank you for thinking of me.
Ooh, we got a bonus thing for that. Yeah, probably only if we unlock it though, right, Nico? Cafeteria.
I'll take the beef stroganoff.
Ooh, I think I'll try the sweet and sour tofu. What is this stuff?
Thanks for chewing the cookie.
Bathroom.
We got the bathroom opened up.
I'll take the beef stroganoff.
Hit B instead of A. Okay. Alright, examine. Tray of food? If I had to guess, I would say it could be a gelatin substance with floating bits and hair. Good old McQuilkin. This is a cafeteria tray with some semi-transparent food substance I decided to take. Now I am stuck with it for this whole case. Nice. Dozen eggs. I think they have gone bad because they smell like potamus after a breakfast burrito. I can probably put these to good use. Stinky eggs. These things smell old, but they still have some use to them. You can't go directly to Phil's office from the bathroom.
So, you may be wondering why you have been summoned. Let me tell you.
Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
No, I'd never even heard. I didn't even know what the show was, and I didn't even know it was a show. I never even heard of Harvey Birdman until the game was picked, and then I didn't even find out it was a show until the day of the stream. All right, conversation with Boo.com. Cafeteria food.
What happened to the cafeteria food?
You are not happy with the food?
No to both. I'm not happy, and that's not food.
Oh, that is too bad. You see, I have had to make certain cutbacks.
Toilets.
Did you know that someone removed all the toilets and replaced them with buckets?
See, unfortunately, just another cutback we had to make to keep the business running.
That doesn't make any sense. It would cost more money to have the toilets removed and then buy the buckets to replace them.
Oh, Birdman, I can see now why Phil left me in charge.
Stocks.
Why did everyone but me get company stocks?
Did they?
Yes, that's what Potamus said.
Interesting.
So, did they get the stocks?
No.
No?
Yes.
Was that a yes to them getting stocks, or was that a yes to my no?
Birdman, you confuse me with your language. Please, let's move on to more important issues.
Is the company in danger?
I didn't want to worry anyone, but yes, we need to make sacrifices just to keep the doors open.
Is there anything I can do?
But of course, you are our most trusted employee. I need you to hire 3 lawyers for a special case coming up. The best you can find.
But if we're in financial trouble, should we be hiring expensive lawyers?
This is not a full-time job, Birdman. I just need the best lawyers for this one case. I am counting on you.
3 lawyers? Easy. I know just where to find them.
Good luck, Birdman. If you succeed in this, I will deposit a bonus in your bank account.
Bank account. Oh, Zach McCracken. Yeah, that's a fun one. Nice. And yeah, dude, no, I'm definitely aware of Birdman now. We read all about it in the pregame. All right, we got a new location. S&S entrance. Today's paper, complete with the classified section. It says here that there's a large office space available right on this block. It even comes with stock certificates and a bird cowl under glass. Interesting. Well, it's about time they put a bus stop out here. Now I can get out of that crappy carpool. Nice, the 313 goes from here to the birdcage and back. Now we got probably the birdcage. Okay. Yep. Let's talk to Freezoid.
Freezoid! How's Freezoid, Zarek, and Scon treating you?
Harv! Could be better. Zarog keeps cranking the heat, and Scon is constantly calling in sick.
Hey, just thinking off the top of my head, but what would you think about trying a case for 7 and 7?
Well, it kind of doesn't make sense for me to leave my own law firm for a case. On the other hand, my electricity bill's insane, so I might consider the offer if my office was conditioned to a comfortable 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I could do that. I think. I'll let you know.
Yeah, maybe freezing. What was there a bolt in his drink? Oh, I think it was
Stan Freezoid at your service. Nice article of clothing.
He prefers his office to be cool, chilly even. One of the best in town. Alright, let's go back to our office. Ah, yeah, look, we got Peanut here now. That book.
What are you reading?
Just catching up on my tariff and tax laws.
For what?
Well, you never know when you'll need to find another job.
Stock certificate.
Potamus said you guys got company stock?
Yep,
Can I see it?
you can have it.
Oh, Peanut, that's incredibly generous of you.
It's a fake.
Fake?
Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, Daffy beat you to it, Favo. Yeah, there's only one per stream. This is a 7 and 7 stock certificate. Wait, it looks like Philkin 7's name has been crossed off and replaced with Peanut.
Falcone's up to something. I can feel it. Peanut, are you ready to crack Falcone's plan wide open?
I'm kind of reading here.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Bird Girl around?
Utility closet.
Thanks.
Location? Yep. Alright.
Bird Girl!
Shh! There are spies everywhere.
There are spies in the utility closet? Isn't he always in here?
Look, I think Falcone is selling off the company piece by piece and pocketing the money.
I knew it.
Yeah, I already have Inch High looking into it for me.
I need to get Falcone out of Phil's office for a little while. There are a few things I need from there.
I can take care of that. Let's go!
Wow. What do we got here? Spray paint? A spray paint can, azure blue in shade. Why does everything have to be about that dang Falcone? Blue Falcone. Blue spray paint, the color of the blue Falcone even. I will have to put this to good use. I should use it somewhere everyone will see it. go back to Birdcage. Oh, someone here now. Volturo.
Volturo! Funny seeing you here.
I was on my way to meeting Mother over at the Cheesecake Stockade. Well, it is my birthday after all.
Hey, what would you think about trying one case for 7 and 7?
Laughable. You couldn't afford me.
Well, what would it take?
Well, it is my birthday after all. Perhaps a present could persuade me.
Would you like a bum, sir?
Atta boy, Birdman.
He's an evil genius friend lord, the perfect addition to the 7 and 7 legal team. It seems today is his birthday. Alright, present him with a gift.
A gift for me? How appropriately delightful. A Birdman, you have yourself a deal.
Really? That's it? Okay, go on up to the cafeteria.
Excellent. Alright, I want to check out Birdcage. See that small writing? Magnifying glass. What profile did we get? What?
It's beautifully tiny, Birdman.
Myron Reducto, master of all things small. I found his phone number scrawled in the bar at the Birdcage. I should give him a call. That was interesting how we didn't see it. Alright. I guess that's what we had to do. By the way, was there anything new here?
Tiny.
Reducto?
How did you get this number?
You gave it to me. Look, I know you're employed by Freezoid, but I was wondering, if you'd be interested in trying a case for 7 and 7?
Interesting prospect. Joining forces, coming together, reducing the competition, giving everyone else the tiniest of chances.
Well, sure.
Here it is, Birdman. I will temporarily join your firm if you can show me something of minute interest.
That's it?
I will await in your office with anticipation.
That was funny. Okay, alright, so we need something small.
So, hand it over. Do you have it?
Oh, right. You wanted something that I think would impress you.
Present.
Missed it by...
What about this guy? He's really small.
That thing again. He's so perfectly itsy-bitsy. Get him out of my sight! You win, Birdman. I'll work on your case.
I thought he was gonna like flick him out the window or something. All right, so now we have all three dudes. If we review them.
Imbecile.
All right, well we hired the three lawyers, but we can't talk. All right, go back to Phil's office then.
So, I hired Freezoid, Volturo, and Reducto for the case. 3 of the best lawyers I could find, just like you asked.
It seems so strange that you would follow such orders.
Well, you told me. I mean, for the firm.
Exactly. While I am sitting here trying to run this firm, you are off padding your bank account with the dreams of our employees.
I think you're slightly confused here.
Not at all, Birdman. You are being charged with embezzling money from Sabin and Sabin.
Embezzling?
Yes, stealing money from the firm. We have your current bank accounts, which prove this.
We?
The lawyers you just hired are for the case of Sabin and Sabin versus Birdman. We will see you in court!
Yeah, definitely saved the progress. So I guess all of those Bronzalux creme was for that statue, I guess? Interesting. Maybe.
Psst, guy.
Alright, why don't we actually pause for buys first? I do want to continue.
Is a 3-against-1 prosecution team? Against Birdman? Hardly necessary.
Your Honor, we've been hired to try Birdman on the grounds that he's been stealing money from Sabin and Sabin.
Well, I'm innocent.
Your call. Examination of the defendant.
So, Harvey, you declare your innocence, but let me declare the following evidence to the court. Your current bank statement and this invoice from a local auction house.
Your Honor, this invoice was signed by a Harvey Birdman and included all transactions made with the auction house.
And this bank statement?
It shows a larger than normal deposit made to Harvey Birdman's bank account.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, with this evidence we conclude that Birdman sold the items to be auctioned, depositing the swollen earnings in his own turgid bank account where it grew very, very large indeed.
Speak.
Don't I get to examine the evidence?
Why not? It might be your last time as a free man. 5-minute break!
Thank you. No, there's a... Well, I read there's a call in chat that buys were open. That was the first call, and we had the last call. Alright, this appears to be a shipping receipt for 100,000 tubes of Bronzalux tanning creme. Oh, look at that. If you order in bulk, you get it free. $5. That's interesting. This is a long list of 7 and 7 assets sold at the local auction house. The payment was made to 7 and 7. Some of the items on this list include computers, desks, copy machines, and toilets. This piece of evidence says that Harvey Birdman made a deposit into his account the same day 7 and 7 assets were sold to the local auction house. That's something to do with the stock certificate now. We want the Bronzalux too. Right. Then remind me about the profile. Oh, we don't even have Falcone as a profile. That's surprising.
It's beautifully tiny, Birdman.
Oh.
Maybe I should let Reducto know that Blue Falcone isn't planning on paying any of them.
I think you should.
Hello?
Hey, it's Harvey. Listen, I don't think Falcone is planning to pay any of you for this case.
What? Wait a second. This is a trick, isn't it? Thought yourself clever, eh, Birdman?
No, I just...
Your plan failed, Birdman. But just to be sure, I will reduce this prosecution team to a more manageable size. Done!
Okay, I guess that works.
Well, is Volturo still going to be in the thing, or is he just mini? All right, payment.
Freezoid, I feel I should warn you about Falcone.
Okay, nice play, Harv, but stop. I know what you're doing.
You do?
You're trying to turn us against each other, stirring the pot up. Well, it's a good try, but it's not going to work.
But that wasn't what I was doing at all.
Whatever. But I will keep my eye on Reducto.
Hookah. Yes, it is progress. Oh yes, he's still there.
Got him! And then there were two. Alrighty then, breaks over. Have any questions, Birdman?
I should inquire about the bank statement.
When is that statement from?
Today, not more than a few hours ago, actually.
That must have been the bonus I got for hiring Freezoid, Reducto, and Volturo. Does the statement say the money came from this auction house?
Actually, the deposit was made by 7 and 7, although the invoice from the auction house was also made to 7 and 7. Somehow you redirected the money to your account.
Blue Falcone.
All of this stuff you're talking about are crimes committed by Blue Falcone.
Perhaps, but you are being tried right now. If you can prove your innocence, we can try Blue Falcone later.
Okay. The invoice.
This invoice is so small. I can't read any of it.
You have a problem with things that are small, Birdman?
I just want to be able to read it. Oh, I can.
Present the evidence that will make the invoice readable. Okay, the magnifying glass?
This name signed at the bottom isn't mine. It says, Senor Antonio de Rivera Garcia Azul.
Oh, does it now?
Blue Falcone.
And who would that be?
Blue Falcone, of course. Spanish person, Falcon 7, the Blue Falcone.
Senor Antonio de Rivera Garcia Azul is the full name of Blue Falcone.
Names? Facts? What do they prove?
Your Honor, I'd like to call Blue Falcone to the stand.
Just need to reach out and grab him with mind takery. Add this file box to evidence.
Yep. File box, eh?
Do not touch my things.
I already have. This cardboard box is filled with real 7 and 7 stock certificates, all made out to Falcon 7. Interesting.
Does the prosecution want to examine the defendant?
Is that me now?
Yes, bingo.
About time. Whew. Prepare for a not-so-healthy slathering of justice. Tell the court what you've done since taking over 7 and 7.
Okay, so we did prove ourselves innocent. Now we prove him guilty. That was the deal.
Of course. The first thing I did was look over the accounting records. I quickly noticed that 7 and 7 was heading towards bankruptcy. I made it my mission to keep the firm afloat by selling off some unused assets. I would hate for Mr. Phil to come back from his vacation to a ruined empire.
Okay, so let's press everything first.
Well, I guess that does make sense.
Heading towards bankruptcy.
Harvey, beware.
Mission to keep the firm afloat, selling off unused assets.
So, you admit to being the one that sold assets to the auction house.
Yes, I do. I sold everything that I deemed useless. It was all just garbage collecting dust.
Alright. I saw a bunch of useless company assets at the auction house.
No, that's it? Nothing else?
Okay. I would hate for Phil to come back to a ruined empire.
Yeah, nothing looks...
Okay. So, useless company assets. Can we present something that was sold that was not useless? Oh yeah, what was the deal with this newspaper? Large office space available right on the block. Well, it comes with staff certificates and a bird cow under glass. Doesn't seem useless. Okay, it could be the newspaper. Spray paint. Okay, we have not used it ever. Okay, we got the box, the itinerary, shipping receipt, that you bought, computer's desktop, mission service. Okay, bank statement.
Do not touch my things.
Okay, so yeah, I think we should present the. Oh wait, what about this? Oh, he was reissuing the stock to the employees. All right, so let's present the newspaper because the large office was also for sale, which is not useless.
That seemed right in my head. Stupid head.
Damn it. So hang on. The auction house. So I guess we'd present the auction receipt.
So, would you consider copy machines, filing cabinets, desks, computers, and toilets as useless?
Of course, if it means to save the firm. Sacrifices must be made.
But how will we work in this kind of environment?
That is why we must also make some pay cuts.
Pay cuts? Oh, maybe this is when we show the peanut thing.
Pay cuts? Who is getting a pay cut?
So far, I have had to cut the pay of Potamus, Peanut, and Bird Girl. Everyone else has been laid off.
What about me?
But Peanut and Potamus seem content.
Ah, see. I supplemented their pay reduction with 7 and 7 stocks. In the end, all is fair.
Okay, can we present the stock to say, hey, this is actually Phil's stock?
Is this what you are handing out? This fake stock certificate?
Oh, right.
Fake, you say? But I copied it from a real one.
You crossed out Phil 7 and wrote in Peanut.
Okay, let me try this one more time. I noticed that 7 and 7 was nearly bankrupt. By firing most of the staff, enforcing pay cuts, and selling useless assets, I managed to add some time before its demise. All of the money I have saved is going back into the firm to pay myself and key personnel.
Okay, let's press everything.
I would beg to differ with this statement, but...
Harvey?
All the money I've saved is going back to pay myself and key personnel.
So, just how much do you make during this crisis?
Just enough to pay for a humble living and send some money to my family.
And, that's it?
That is it.
None of the money I've saved has been frivolously spent. You alright, buddy? He just woke up, like, startled.
Well, I guess that does make some sense.
Okay. So let's present something that says his money is not, the receipt for the Bronzolux, where's that? Yeah. 100,000 tubes of Bronzolux, present that.
So, how do you explain these? Receipts detailing the purchase of 100,000 units of Bronzolux cream.
Huh? Those? Well, you see, I just, I mean, what I was going to do was very simple. Objection! Is all of this really necessary? All my client/boss wants to do is keep the dreams of 7 and 7 alive. So maybe he bought a few tubes of this tanning creme. Is that a crime?
It was 100,000 tubes!
I agree. We don't know for certain where the money came from, and we have yet to determine a motive.
Correct. Unless Birdman can reveal to the court why Blue Falcone would want to disassemble 7 and 7, I'll have to request the case be thrown out.
I was going to say that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But you already did.
This is better than Sweeps Week. But I do have to agree with Stan. Harvey, you need to prove motive.
I thought I did. I mean, he bought 100,000 tubes of tanning cream.
Birdman, we found the final piece of evidence you need to slam this case.
Oh. What could, pray tell, be? Blueprints? Detailed blueprints for a tanning salon storefront. Am I allowed to present that now?
This looks like plans for Blue Falcone to start his own tanning salon business. Ha! He was embezzling to get the funds to start his own company.
This is preposterous. You cannot prove any of this. In fact, I have been in contact with Mr. Phil this whole time about the new 7 and 7 tanning salon. We have exchanged many emails and how do you say it, IMS?
Oops.
This whole law thing just does not have much of a future.
You just made your final mistake. I can prove everything. Hopefully.
Alright. How did Blue Falcone just incriminate himself? Bronze Lux is toxic. Falcone's blueprints. Phil can't receive IMs due to his travel itinerary.
Behold this copy of Phil's vacation plans. It says right here that the island he's staying on doesn't have computers or telephones. So there's no way to send him an instant message.
Objection. No, let the Birdman have his victory.
You admit that you were the one selling off 7 and 7 for personal gain?
Yes. You have defeated me honorably. I graciously turn myself over to the compassions of the court.
But why do all of this to 7 and 7?
Oh, I wanted to make a lot of money quickly and be my own boss. It's not that hard to figure out. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Look at you,
Why is there goat
Birdman,
there?
winning a case. Now everybody out! I've got rehearsal tonight with the band.
So that just about does it.
Way to go, Birdman! It makes me proud to be a member of the Bird Team.
Yeah. Me too.
Me too.
See, me too.
Trouble in the tropics. I have to sell everything to make money fast. Ha ha! Liquid assets. Seriously, you're all fired.
The bomb. Oh, now for the real credits. There we go. All right, well, that's it after... Oh, we missed, was that Guile? Or that? 4 hours and 46 minutes. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, has convicted and also gotten off a number of his clients as well, as both prosecutor and defender. Wow, 5 cases and they were each averaged under an hour.
Birdman, get in here.
Yeah, short but sweet, I think. I think we missed most of the secret movies, though, unfortunately, the ones with the Street Fighter. No, Capcom was just the publisher, they weren't the developer. The developer was High Voltage Software, who also made Leisure Suit Larry, Magic and Love. I am tempted to watch the cartoon, more so because they're only 39 episodes, so it's not like... It probably wouldn't take that long to watch the whole series. So yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. I mean, obviously it's got the same general framework and gameplay methodology as Phoenix Wright, but it's amazing. Even though I wasn't like in love with that, I think especially in the last case they did a little bit more to involve with, you know, actually like inventory usage of items, and amazing how when the game is actually legitimately funny. And sure, things didn't like logically make sense, but the approach to it and the humor to it was totally different from Phoenix Wright. So I kind of had no, you know, I just kind of enjoyed just rolling with it. And even when things were nonsensical, they were like intentionally nonsensical, and the game was knowing in that regard. So I might also, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I'm not sure there's a ton of replay value here, and I don't know. If you bought this when it came out... Oh, it was... That reminds me. It did retail for $30 in the US, which is half the price of most games at the time. So maybe from that perspective, since you're only paying half the cost of the normal game, you wouldn't get too upset by the short you know, with the game's relatively short with not a ton of content. I would say I would prefer the game had like 10 cases of approximately this length rather than the same 5 cases and just doubling the length of each case. Like, I did like the short nature of each case. Yeah, I did. I rented it. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Landale, for the pick. Yeah, I think most notable thing, I might check out the Birdman series. I think it's... Does anyone know which platforms, at least in the US, it streams on? Or which platform? Or is it accessible? So yeah, cool to see. I think the animation was pretty good, and obviously great voice acting from the cast from the series. And some of the cases are better than others. Like I think the Two Birds, One Throne made probably the most sense. The Burn in Question was obviously like a mini case. The Glamour to the Slimer I thought was kind of sort of the strangest and out there. That was probably my least favorite of the 5. Was that the one where he goes to prison? Personal Privacy wasn't bad. Cleaning Pro, I guess, too, was okay. Oh, HBO Max. Okay, great. So I should be able to see them. Oh, and Hulu, too? Great, we'll have both. Alright, so thanks very much, Landon. Let's head to our Hall of Adventure. Bookcase number 2. Well, game 297, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Put it up on the shelf.